Hello everybody, welcome back to Archery Country YouTube channel. My name is Waite, and today we're going to explore one of my favorite times of the year. As we're getting our preseason scouting in, we have an awesome product from Hodag. This is the licking tree system. So a lot of times people will misinterpret a licking tree with a scrape tree, but you actually can trigger the curiosity of a white-tailed deer to use it as an inventory tool, or if you needed to, for a hunting tool as well. Today we're gonna set it up basically for an inventory. We got a huge field edge that we're set up. This is a north-south farm, and we have a lot of deer activity on this farm, so it's really hard to kind of pinpoint our travel corridors and where we want. But I really want to hang a tree stand on the oak tree here beside us, but I want to take inventory of what animals are going through here without being intrusive. So I'm going to hang my trail camera on the base of a tree about 15 yards off here, and I'm going to put in the Hodag Licking Stick System. So this is designed, this is an all-season scent. This isn't going to be like a buck urine or a doe urine. This is just going to be a very, very cool attractant. It again spikes the curiosity. And what we're going to utilize with this anchor plate and a stick that we've already cut is it's going to be something for their visual aid to boom, it stands out. We're in a vast open field. Crops haven't came up yet. They're going to go, what in the world is that all about? And then the scent is going to spike their curiosity again. They're come in, and you will notice after this scent wears off that mature bucks, does, young bucks, deer of all of your herd will come in to investigate and kind of rub on this, and they'll start incorporating their own scent to where you'll start having a dominance in their pecking order, and deer will be familiar with other deer in the area. So we're going to go through just the basic setup of this. Again, like we talked about, we're not utilizing this in a hunting situation, but more or less for inventory. So I have my trail camera already set. I'm about 15 yards out into my main field, so it's a good visual aid, no matter where they come out. Rolling hill apparatus, and we're going to go through. Our anchor plate system, we already kind of started. Our spring, this is our anchor plate. These are just our little set screws. We will run the spring system up from the anchor, and then we secured what we call our tree pivot on top of our spring, anchored that down. I'm going to place this into the ground, and then I will grab the tree and we'll put that in, and then we'll show you how to apply this scent. So the plate, again, there's no rhyme or reason here, but we do have some pretty good anchor systems. You want to anchor this kind of at an angle because the deer will use this eventually as a setup for a rub tree, and you want to have a pretty good system as far as your anchor. So ideally, having a hammer system, we would pound these in, but for setup purposes, you understand, we would anchor this down. So my anchor plate is set up. My screws are all the way out for my tree screws. Now I just went and cut about 8 feet is what I like to look at, and I do have some foliage on here. It's pretty important to have the foliage because the leaves will absorb some of this scent and allowing you to kind of spread it all over, and it'll drip on the ground, but you want to get it on your stem. So again, you'll just kind of gauge off of your spring system and the tree. This tree will actually run all the way down to that branch, and then I will screw in my tree spikes or set screws just like that, so it holds it in place. And then having your anchors there, and you can position and you can kind of limb these down if you want to have majority of it. I don't know which direction my deer are actually going to be coming from, so I'm not really worried about my camera, but I am straight out in front of it. And then when this is set, I utilize a whole bottle. You can use it directions say as much as you want or as little as you want, but I'll go on the base of the tree all the way down, kind of getting it there, being pretty lucrative with my scent. Once I get all my branches, then I'll go ahead and start doctoring up each little leaf and putting a little down there. And again, your deer sensory organs are about 1,000,000 times better than a human. So I would be very surprised if even tonight we wouldn't have pictures or curiosity pictures start, and then they're going to get very, very comfortable with this system and start rubbing on it. And it's a very, very cool product. We carry this at all 3 of our locations. You get on Hodag's website and find us on there for any of the information. They got a couple QR codes in the shop. watch a quick video. We do it all the time up on the till. And also you can get on archerycountry.com. We sell this product there. You can talk with one of our professionals and have a little chit chat about the product. And if you wouldn't mind, like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notification. Thank you, and we'll see you on the next one.